Hello, I am balancing my phone in a really awkward way so I can make a quick video in the Target parking lot. I just got a few things and my anastrozole prescription picked up. I have now taken 3 full weeks of Kisqali, and today I didn't have to take it, so I'm on that first break week. So that's exciting. I will take it again starting next Friday. So last time I left you guys, well, I guess if you're new to my channel, my name is Natasha. I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer last month. Found it via pleural effusion, so it is in my right pleura, in the chest wall. So luckily it's not in any organs, and I did just go get the brain MRI. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I'm so bad at dates. I should be more organized, but I think like last weekend or the Sunday before that, and my brain looked good. It's funny though, you find out some really weird things when you do these MRIs and PET scans. So I do have some like benign cyst in my brain that I would have never known about. As well as when I did the PET scan, I have some small like hernia in my under my belly button that I had no clue about. I'm sure it was like straining on some yoga arm balance or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just making that up, but it's possible. So, okay, last time I told you the side effects I was having was itchy ink of my tattoos. That's still happening, but I think it's getting less and it's a little bit more bearable where I can ignore it, the itch, and I don't necessarily have to run and grab the anti-itch cream. I was using oh gosh, I just forgot. I'm getting hot, so let me take this off. So the hot flashes have progressed. I am getting them more often. So at that time, last video, I said I had only had a handful of them. Those are coming in a lot stronger. But again, if hot flashes are one of the symptoms, I feel like that's a bearable one I can live with. Those two, okay, there's been a couple other things since I last made the video. Later that week, I got some like mouth sores, little white spots on the inside of my top lip. I had like 2 or 3 and it was a little bit swollen, which is kind of funny because it just looked like I had a little bit of lip filler. So it didn't look bad. I got really lucky on the placement. You couldn't see them. They weren't on my lips, but not fun to have mouth sores. And a little bit in the very backs where you would like put your tongue on the very back of your corner of your mouth. So I was rinsing with some mouth sore mouthwash and that definitely helped. And then I bought some like oncology mouthwash. I think it's for people that are doing chemo, because I figured that would be helpful, and I got that on Amazon, and that's worked as well. So nothing really actively bothering me. A little bit in the back corner. So that's fun. Hot flashes, itchy tattoos, mouth sores. And then lastly, this one I actually have an appointment for today. It started a couple weeks ago, and I always forget to mention it because it only happens at night and then I just kind of forget about it, but it's been getting worse. And I wrote my doctor about it, my oncologist about it yesterday, and someone called me right away and was a little concerned, told me maybe I should go to urgent care or rush my ophthalmology appointment. So at night, I will see blinking and flashing and like moving lights. It happens when I go from like darkness into a room with, you know, artificial just like lights, not the sun. And it's been happening pretty much every night when or if my eyes are closed and I get up to go to the bathroom, and I'll just see it. And it's starting to change, like it's getting weirder. Like the other night, it was like a bunch of like rectangles moving around. Last night, it was more like, okay, so if my hand was to move, I would see like a bunch of hands. Super kind of scary. If I was someone that could freak myself out, it's kind of like being on drugs on a bad trip or something. I could have like freaked out, but I've been able to just be calm about it and ignore it. But I realized that's probably not a good thing. And we were Googling, and I was assuming it was Kisqali, but it is, the eye stuff is related to anastrozole. So I'm going in today at 1 o'clock to see an ophthalmologist to see what's going on with my eyes. They're perfectly fine in the day. It just happens at night. The other thing that I don't know if it's related to age, but it is coincidentally happened really close to when I started the medications, is I'm having trouble like reading things, like really tiny writing on ingredient labels and stuff like that. I can see my phone, but if it's smaller than that, like reading ingredients, basically nutritional values, stuff like that, it gets a little tricky. I can't, it's blurry. And again, I know that happens with age and it could be just natural, but it just seems a little weird with the timing. And I did read that estrogen, when you lose estrogen, that's one of the things that happens is your eyesight. So it's probably just happening because I quickly removed like all the estrogen from my body. So I'm gonna go get my eyes checked, and I will let you know what those flashing lights are all about. What else? That's pretty much what's going on with me. Oh, I did go to my checkup last Friday. My white blood cell count is low, and that's kind of to be expected on Kisqali. It wasn't so low to the point where they're gonna drop me to 2 pills a day yet, but in a way I'm kind of hoping that next time it is, because I would love to just have 2 of the Kisqali pills a day. I think I mentioned that last video, so we'll see. My heart was normal, so I don't think they're not worried about my heart. Some of the blood work was low, and oh yeah, obviously because I was getting the mouth sores, that is totally correlates to low white blood cell count, where normally you would be able to just fight off any normal mouth bacteria. And so that tells me that my immune system is a little bit lower than normal, and I have to be really careful. You know, just being around sick people, I'm prone to infection and colds. So it was really cute. My oldest child came out of school yesterday wearing a mask, and they said that they asked for a mask because a kid next to them in school was coughing and was sick. So I think it's really cool that my kids are being mindful and trying to stay away from sick kids, because I don't want to get sick and see how, you know, how that works out with my low white blood cell count. Okay, and then lastly, I'll just quickly talk about the diet. I told you I had started a ketogenic diet, and so now I'm about, I would say, 3 weeks into this. I even bought the keto meter, like sticks that you pee on. I have been in full ketosis for, I think, a couple weeks now. I look at every carb. I try to stay at 30 net grams of carbs a day. Net grams is because when you look at the carbohydrates on a label, you can look at the fiber underneath and subtract the fiber out of the carbs, because your body doesn't digest the fiber, so that doesn't count as a carb. So yeah, I have been feeling really good. Like, I think I feel better and less fatigue and clear-headed, more so than before the medications, due solely to the diet. So I feel really good. I've lost, I don't know, 5 to 7 pounds. That was not something that I was aiming for or thinking about, but I feel good in my body. I think it was just, you know, as you age, you start to creep on a few pounds here and there. And, you know, it's just when you're not paying attention, it just happens. Even though I work out a lot, we all, if you're not counting carbs, we're probably eating a ton of carbs. So now I am eating fat and protein. I always thought like, oh, you got to stay away from fat, but I'm eating mostly healthy fats. I don't eat meat still. So I'm getting fats from like avocados and eggs and I don't know, just other ways, butter, milk, some dairy. So my body is now making ketones from my liver, and that's what my body is using as fuel. So I'm using ketones for fuel instead of glucose. And the idea is, since cancer so heavily feeds on glucose, I am not feeding the cancer glucose, although we do naturally produce some, so it's not like foolproof. We naturally produce glucose whether we're eating it or not. But I am still at the point where I think it can't hurt to go on this, and I'm feeling really good. Okay, so side note, I have not been able to find a way to enjoy my coffee anymore because I always did either regular cow milk, organic whole milk, or oat milk, which I really loved, but I would always put like a teaspoon of sugar in the raw. And without that sugar, I think coffee's so bitter and gross, and I can't get used to it. I can't enjoy it. Every morning I try something, almond milk. I've even found an oat milk that has only like a 2 or 3 grams of carbs. I've tried it with heavy cream. Today I tried it with coconut milk. I bought some monk fruit sweetener, which is disgusting in the coffee. I hate stevia. I cannot stand the taste of it. If anything has stevia in it, I throw it out. I've been buying protein powders. I know I'm going on to different tangents, but I've been trying to find a good like vanilla or chocolate protein powder so I can just have a shake around 3 or 4, and then I fast for the rest of the day. But all the protein powders that have no carbs have stevia in them. So if you know of anything, let me know in the comments. I am waiting for a sample pack from Truvani, I think it is. And they don't use stevia and they have low carbs. So I am excited to try. They're sending me like a variety pack. You can buy it on Amazon, and it's vanilla, chocolate, like tons of flavors. So I'm hoping that I like those. I'm pretty picky with protein powders, and obviously with these fake sugars, they're not working for me and probably aren't that great anyway. Although I think monk fruit and stevia, they're supposedly natural, so they might be okay. So I'm looking for a good way to drink coffee and a good protein powder so I can have a shake. All I can eat for fruit are berries, but it's like a very small amount before the carbs start to add up. I think people are on the side of me. Yes, I have people on both sides of me. I get really awkward when I'm talking to myself in my car. So, hi. Let me just hold on a second. So everyone, okay. Okay, so yeah, coffee, gross to me. Luckily, I have all this energy and I'm not tired, so I haven't needed it, but it's just the ritual of waking up and making a good cup of coffee. Or a cappuccino or latte. I have this amazing coffee machine, and we just upgraded it to the newest one. It's Terra Cafe. It's the TK2, and it's the coolest. It will foam your milk. You just press latte, cappuccino. It's all touchscreen. It's super cool. And now that I have it, I can't even enjoy it. But I am using it for hot water for my green teas, which is not as fun. Anyway, that is my update. Yeah, I'm in full keto. I look at every label and didn't want to do it, but getting creative. It's like you can't grab easy food. You have to plan everything. I'm cooking way more. I can make really cool, good stir fries. All the vegetables, I have like shrimp and salmon in my freezer, but I haven't really, and tuna. But I haven't eaten a ton of seafood. I've been able to do it plant-based or vegetarian for the most part. So it is possible. And I feel like I'm eating a lot of good ingredients, so many more vegetables than I've really ever eaten, even though I thought I ate healthy. Yeah, so that's my update. Thanks so much for listening. Let me know if you have any questions. I go back in next Friday to check my blood work again. I got that second Lupron shot. So I'm 2 Lupron shots, 3 weeks of Kisqali, 3.5 weeks of anastrozole, eye issues I'm checking out today. And I will talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.